Hey guys, Ryan from Spyker Workshop, and today I'm going to show you how to install our turret ring rotation kit for this 1/6 scale Dragon Sherman. And here's the end results. You can see it towards the end of the video. It adds a large 3D printed ring and a 360-degree servo. So stay tuned to see how to put it together, and towards the end of the video I show off the speed and stuff. So to install the turret ring, first we need to locate the holes. You can see on the ring there's a bunch of holes. There's 16 holes here, but we're only going to be using 8 screws. It was just easier on the CAD to just duplicate everything like that. And then there's also a top and bottom. You want the smooth side to be facing up, and the gear will actually sit up a little bit off of the hull. And on this part, there's those notches that were on this ring. You want to cut those notches off and smooth them down. And then I'm just going to test fit this really quick here. It's kind of a tight fit. You want to kind of hold one end while you're doing the other side here. And then you want the top flush right here. With that flush, there's enough room for it to move like this. And then take a 1/16 drill bit, and then you're going to want to drill through here, through into the plastic in 8 different holes. So let's see. Try to line it up as best as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to enlarge the hole in a second here. But I'll go and do that to 8 of them. So I have them all drilled. I'm going to take the ring back off, and then in the turret ring, those holes that we just drilled, I'm going to take a larger drill, like a 1/8 inch size, and enlarge all these. I'll do that to all of them. Then once those are all drilled, we're going to come back with a 5/64 drill and drill all the holes out through these here. And then I'll do that to these, and then we'll be ready to screw this in. So I started screwing in the turret ring already. Your kit will come with these small screws and washers. And if some of your holes you drilled before didn't align properly, you can use that same drill that we used last and just drill through our other holes. And then use 8 of those screws spread around. So the turret is all, or the turret gear is all screwed in now. Since some of my holes aren't perfect, I might take a marker and put an alignment line on here for whenever I remove the ring. I can always put it right back in the same spot. So yeah, that's it for how to assemble the gear. So to assemble the servo mount that will actually turn the turret gear, these are the parts that are included in your kit. Your kit will come with a specially modified servo that does 360-degree rotation. And the first thing we gotta do is drill out some holes on these parts to get them ready to screw together. So first thing we can do is the servo horn, the black gear that comes with the servo. We want a 3/32 drill bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and drill all 4 of these center holes out. So after that's drilled, then your kit comes with a bunch of spare gears, but we only need 1 for now. On the back side there's 4 holes that we got to enlarge, and on 2 of the holes they go in between the gear teeth, but the other 2 they come up behind a gear tooth, so you want to only drill this thickness. And we're going to use a 5/64 drill bit. And then while you're drilling one of these here, only go up just enough to go through like that. And then I'll drill all those out. Since the holes are half printed into the part, like to guide the drill bit, you can feel it hit the end of the gear, so you can feel when to stop. Okay, then next we're going to drill out these 4 holes on top with a 3 30-seconds also. Just drill through these 4 holes here. And then next thing is there's a small alignment pin there. Sometimes the hole of the gear might not be perfectly circular, so if you just take a X-Acto knife to kind of clean it up until the gear fits on that hub like that. And then to start assembling it, your kit comes with 4 of these small screws. You want to screw this onto the back side of the servo horn using those 4 screws. And then when that's screwed down, then we can, using the screw that comes with the servo, screw the gear onto the servo. And then now we can mount the servo on the servo mount here. You want to align that pin down there with the gear, and then use the 4 remaining screws to screw that together. So the next thing and the final thing to do is to actually mount this in the hull, and I came up with just gluing it into the hull. If you want, I don't know if there's enough space up on top for screws. That's why I decided to glue it, but it should work just fine. Keep in mind that the ring, there's some play in the stock piece, so it's up to you how tight you want your mesh to be. I'm going to try and put mine in the middle and then glue this down. And I would recommend gluing it down in this corner of the hull, or it should be on this half of the ring. If you glue it over here, it'll be in the way of the support bars, but you're clear like around here. So I'm just going to use some kind of plastic glue to glue this in place. So I have the thing all glued down now. It's really nice and sturdy. So I'm going to flip it over and plug it in and show you guys how it works. So here's the turret rotation speed. This is full throttle on that servo. I think it's a pretty good speed because you can always go slow. Like, you can go incredibly slow with this servo because it's a 10 kilogram rated strength with metal gears in it. So you can make it go pretty precise. And one thing to note is I'm not making any sort of rollers or ring for the turret to sit on. I just don't think it's necessary for like, I'm trying to keep the tank lightweight and simple. And with the servo this strong, the strength of the servo kind of overrides any like friction that the turret comes under when it's spinning. I mean, I think it works just fine. And I also didn't make the thing spring-loaded, so I wouldn't recommend trying to turn the turret by hand. You should power the turret before you turn it. You can see it underneath. Should show you actually spinning too here. And I like these specific servos. They're from Hobby King. They don't have any whine to them when you run them slow. There's no motor whine sound like from honestly most other brands of servos. I hear that on. So it's actually really quiet for this. One other thing I quick want to mention is I modify the servo to be continuous, and it's still acting like a servo, so you need to adjust your trim. It holds pretty good depending on what radio you have, but like if your servo starts wandering on you, like that is a thing that can happen on it. So it's just something to keep in mind. You got to keep it trim to keep it centered. Yeah, so I think that covers the whole turret rotation upgrade. This will be listed on my site within probably a day or two. And then next I'm going to be working on some sort of gun recoil and gun elevation. And then that'll probably be all that I'll be working on for this whole Sherman kit. Make sure to check out all my other videos. I do so many other upgrades to this thing. Like the whole lower hull, I add suspension, these injection molded tracks I made at Delrin. There's a whole drivetrain upgrade that I sell, and the internal strength upgrade. So yeah, thanks for watching.